Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video I will show you how we can create an Airtable base, and we will also create a table with few columns and few formulas, and we will also create a form. So let's get started. So first we will click here on add a base. So once you click here, you can see we can start with an existing template, or we can start from scratch. So I will be starting from scratch. Give it a name. So we will be creating information about the products. So I have given the name products to this page. Let's open it. So now the first table I'm going to make is product details. So you can see this is a table name, and down here it is the details of all the columns we have in this table. So by default it has name, notes, and attachment. So by default the column on the left, it is basically the primary key column. So we will make it as product number. So here you can see this is the name of the column. I will name it as product number. Of course, the number will be of the number data type. So here you can see in this list, you can see all the data types which we can use for creating all columns. So in that case, I will be using number, and the number is of two types. The type 1 is of decimal, and the type 2 is the integer. So in that case, it will be an integer. And of course, we're not allowing any negative values, so I will disable this option. This is product number, and the second will be product name, and it will be long text. We can have an option of single text and long text, so it depends upon your situation. I will keep it as long text. And then the third will be total quantity, and of course there will be again a number and not a decimal, just an integer. And another, let's add another column, sold, and we will use these two columns to create a formula. Again, it will be an integer. So now let's create our first formula in Airtable. So I will create a formula which will give me a total amount of the total number of products which are available. So let's say it available. And the data type will be formula. Now formula will be is total quantity, which is this column, minus sold, which is this column. So we have created our first formula, and now add a date column. For example, let's call it manufacturing date. This is basically the date when the product was manufactured. Here you can see we have an option of data type. We can here set different formats, but I will set the first one, which is most commonly used. Now let's create another formula. This formula, let's call this field as the expiry date. So let's set the expiry date after 5 years of the manufacturing date. This is just to give an example that how we can use the formulas in Airtable. Example is see expiry date. Once again, you will go to formula, and it will be a little bit complex formula. So here we use one function. Here you can see all the functions which the Airtable has provided. Date at, and I will give the name of the first column, which is manufacturing date. Since we have to add manufacturing date, so what this formula will do is that it will add 5 years to the manufacturing date. Since we are considering that our product will be expired after 5 years, The second thing I will give here is the 5, and the type of the attribute I'm adding is year. I can add week, day, or month as well. So this I'm just giving an example that how what kind of formulas we can add, and we can go to formatting. We can set that the output of this formula of output of this formula should it contain time field as well or not. I will disable it. Okay, since there is no value populated, it will give an error. So now let's first enter some data. For example, air milk. The product number is 1 and product name is air milk. Total quantity is 10. And so just to remind you, we have added formula on this field, the available products. Right now, there's no sale in this product, so it is same as total quantity. In case we have two sold products, it has automatically updated. Now set manufacturing date is 1st of October 2019. So since in this formula we set that the expiry date will be after 5 years of the manufacturing date, so you can see that it has already updated itself. But you can see there are few rows with errors since there is no manufacturing date. So we can see there's an error here. We can change that as well. For that we have to go to the formula as well, and if so I have said if there is no manufacturing date, then this formula should not run. So you can see earlier it was giving error here, but there's no error here. So let's do another. Let's add another row. Manufacturing date is July 2019, and it has already automatically updated this one. So let's give it as a number as well. Let's call here chocolate. Total quantity is 15, so is 10. So what we can do is that we can create another table that whenever it will create all the sales and whenever there's an update, so it will automatically update this sold one. So here you can see all of the formulas are working fine. So now let's do another thing, which is that create a form. So this form is used to enter the data instead of directly entering it to the table. We can give this forms to the end users. They can fill the form and all the data will be populated in our table. So this is the form. Let's open it. So the link here, you can see you can give it to the user. For example, if we have customers data who have to subscribe, we can give this link to all the customers. When they will open the link, they will get this kind of view. So whenever they fill information, it will be automatically loaded in our Airtable. So for example, let's add a product 4 and the product name is air, maybe air soap. Total quantity is 10 and sold is 0, and the manufacturing date is 30th. So now you can see that the two formula fields which we created on the table, they are not in the form. So which means that they will be updated automatically. So when the user will enter submit, it will give this information. Now let's go back to our table. Here we can see here we can see a row which is added into the table because of the addition of the form. So guys, I will be uploading more videos, so please subscribe to my channel.